just want to talk about what I do when I go out now, because I think it's really effective. You know, if you're being harassed in the same way that I am, and they're like doing weird sounds around you, you know. What I do in a moment, which like sort of just totally blocks it out and makes it impossible for them to gang stalk me, is I've got my microphone going into my phone. I know they know that I'm using that, but what that does is it makes them do it a lot quieter, and it's a lot less intense, and it's a lot less obvious when I'm recording. So I record all the time with my lab mic in my jacket. But what I also do is I have my stereo on as well, so I'm actually recording and I've got my headphones in and I'm listening to music. And do you know what? They can't touch me. You know, the only time they can touch me is in between songs, and they will do that. They will make weird noises in between the songs, you know, because they monitor it in your phone and my phone, you know. So it's a great thing. And what I like to do, if they're like really like getting on at me, you know, and like doing it in between songs, I'll get to like around about the end of the song, and then I'll just forward it into the next one, and that always throws them as well, you know. And you know, I just advise people to like just keep trying like different things to try and like throw them, you know, because what they really like is routine, I think. Because I've noticed when it first started happening, I was like trying to get away from it, and I was moving away. And every time I did that, like I noticed the harassment was a lot less once I moved to somewhere else. And then it builds and builds and builds, you know. So that definitely makes it hard for them, you know, and it gives you a break as well. Although I don't know if it's right to run or stay, you know. I'm more tempted to stay now I know what it is that I'm dealing with, you know. But the way that I think about this system, like of listening to my music and recording audio, so I've got two phones on me at the moment, which like totally goes against it, but it's like what you think, you know. It's like, oh, I need to get rid of my phone, but actually I've got two, and it works, and it's a great like deterrent, you know. And I think of it as like a policeman's, you know, body armour and stuff. You know, when a policeman goes out on patrol, he needs his weapon, he needs his stuff to protect him, and he's got his bulletproof vest, all the rest of it, you know. And that's what this system is to me, you know. If I need to protect myself because I know that I'm going to get stalked, you know, I listen to my music and I'm recording audio around me. So, you know, and they're going to have to like, and the reason that it works, of course, is that they're going to have to like make these sounds really loud to get through my music, you know. And if they do it really loud, it's going to get recorded, which is why that works, you know. And the way that I don't let it impact on my life is that you're never going to want to talk to absolutely everyone you meet anyway, okay? And what I tend to do is I keep my headphones in. As when I see someone I want to talk to, I take them out, and I might get gang stalked while I'm doing that, but more often than not, I don't. Because what I do is I take my earphones out, but I leave my stereo running. And the stalkers will be assuming that I'm listening to my stereo. You know, so don't stop your stereo. And it's a great trick as well if you're just walking down the street and you want to walk down the street without getting gang stalked, and you're listening to your music, just take your earphones out but leave your music running, because it will take them a while to twig that you haven't got your headphones in. And once they twig, you know, and they realise, they start harassing you again, put them back in, you know. And you're always like making them change their tactics, you know. It's not like a fire and forget system with you know. And with me now, they have to like adapt to how I am, you know, defending myself. I might be like listening to my stereo recording, or I might not even be listening to it. I might be playing it just to throw them off, you know, and all kinds of different things, you know. And another thing I noticed with this system is The only time you'll get stalked is like when you have to like take your earphones out, right? Because if it's you who decides to take your earphones out, you'll find you won't get harassed for a while because they won't realise, but they'll make you take them off. If you go into a shop or something and you're a TI, they won't make it easy. You know, it's obvious really. If you go in there and you're buying a Snickers, you put the Snickers on there, you put $1 on there, but that won't be good enough. If you're a TI and you're listening to your music and you do that, they'll sort of start saying something, and you know, and there'll be no communication. You take them out, you say, yeah, sorry, what is it? You know, and then they'll gang stalk you. You know, so don't take that rubbish either. You know.